Nurse, the most popular person here on Fox, and she joins us tonight. So, Dana, super simple question. Okay. Are the people who want the wall more inflamed than the people who don't want the wall? Which is a more, in the end, when it's all over, a more powerful, politically powerful constituency?
I don't think that President Trump has fair weather fans, okay? Right. I think that he has strong supporters who understand that he came in strong, right? He said the wall is going to get built, Mexico's going to pay for it. Like, I've never actually really took that seriously in terms of Mexico paying for it.
Right.
I do think that he has not done a good enough job persuading people as to the merits of why we need border security, even though, look, he's tried. But I do think that an Oval Office address on immigration security would actually be very helpful. He could even use, visual aids. There's clearly plenty to show. And I think that there might just be a way for him to have a nod to reality that he's not going to get this wall funding before the end of the year. I think they're going to try to figure out a way just to punt this for a little bit. Now he's going to have a different Congress to work with. A lot of those members of Congress had already voted for border security, which included fencing, which some people might call a wall. But Democrats, many of them who are running for president, right, that are already in Congress, it's like they can't say the W word. They can't say wall. They can call it all sorts of other things, not a wall. I think that there might be some room for compromise here in the new year on the merits. On the politics of it, will the Democrats continue to push back against him, maybe say, oh, we proved you wrong, Mexico didn't pay for it, you didn't get your wall? Maybe, but there's a political cost to that as well. I mean, people understand that our borders need to be secure and that we can be a welcoming, opening, compassionate people at the same time.
So for whatever reason, and I do think it's a little more complicated than just Democrats opposing, and I think a lot of Republicans in the current Congress aren't fully on board with the wall either, but for whatever reason, impossible to get this through the Congress. What if the president said, he just announced we're pulling our troops out of Syria? What if he were to say, I'm going to take the cost savings from that and apply it to border security?
Well, he could say that, but it's just not how the system works, right? There's money that's programmed for certain places. Now, the president has said to his cabinet, look for any money that we could put towards this virtual wall, border security wall, whatever you're going to call it. And the Democrats are going to fuss about that because of just technical reasons of reprogramming money. It's not that easy to do. But the president has two opportunities coming up in the next 6 weeks. He'll have the State of the Union. That's a big moment, right? That's all eyes on the president.
Right.
And then he has, about a week later or 2 weeks later, he introduces his budget proposal. A budget proposal is a prioritizing document, and the president could say, this is what I agree with. I just feel like if his fans are concerned that there's not going to be a wall, just give him a minute. Okay, just give him a chance. This is not a sprint, right? He's in a marathon.
And so you think it is, and you know the system very well, you think it is at least plausible that in the next 2 years some kind of wall-like structure appears on the southern border?
Well, I just feel like, will there be, this is what I think is possible. It is possible to get border security funding and for construction to start. Will that look like a steel wall all across the border? Probably not. But no matter what President Trump gets in terms of border security, he is going to call that a wall. He's a good communicator. He'll figure that out. And no matter what, the Democrats will say, see, we told you he wasn't going to get that steel wall all across the border. But border security, I think it's a real possibility. I think there's some new members of Congress that are going to be willing. And remember this, for Republicans and Democrats, there's a lot more veterans that just got elected to Congress. They're used to working with the other side. They're responsible people who care deeply about the national security of the United States. The president ought to invite all of them, Democrats, Republicans, bring that coalition together. I think that's a really exciting group, and that America has a lot to be proud of, that these veterans have come back and are still willing to serve their country just in a different way.
Interesting idea.
I know I'm too optimistic for you.
No, I don't know. Look, trust me. This week, I'm looking for all optimism possible, and you are an ever-flowing wellspring of optimism.
Okay, I'm glad I could be here.
You are loved. Thank you. Dana Perino, great to see you.